Welcome, everyone, to the Everything Show, episode 800. I am your host, Matrix Lord 212, and I'm with Chris. What's up, Chris?
What's up, guys? Welcome back.
What's up, James?
Alon Z.
Okay,
I got my son's sword.
Ooh, you got the lightsaber, right? Something like that. Ooh. Okay, so we are back on Google Hangouts, finally. That was like a whole, couple of weeks?
What?
Crazy.
Google have issues or what?
Well, now we do it in a different way. We're live streaming now. So our fans are watching us live rather than me upload it. It's already there, which is interesting. So, hello, subscribers. Hello, everybody.
Hello, everyone.
So, we're going to do while Chris is doing the news, I'm going to invite people. So, what are we going to talk about, Chris?
Well, this was kind of short, and this is more of like a rumor. I heard from a pretty credible source that I go to for some kaiju news and whatnot.
Okay.
It sounds like there's going to be a Shin Gojira 2.
Oh.
But the rumor right now, and apparently this is backed up by some evidence, some things that have been happening in Japan with the directors. It sounds like the director might not come back.
Oh.
I believe Hideki Anno, I think Anno was the one that said he might not be coming back, or that's who they're saying may not be coming back. So that I thought that was pretty interesting.
So now,
some creative issues.
Yeah, James, I'm sorry.
Oh, they must have had some creative issues or something.
So now, we didn't see Shin Gojira, but is it going to be that Godzilla, or is it going to be our Godzilla fighting that Godzilla? Or are we stuck with that from now on?
You're never going to see two Godzillas fight, ever.
Okay.
We're not going to see that. I'm assuming if they do Shin Gojira 2, it's going to be that Godzilla.
Okay.
But what I think the opportunity that they have here, what I would do is I would say that either A, that Godzilla somehow wakes up out of spoilers for anyone who hasn't seen the movie, but either A, I would have that Godzilla wake up from the thing that they put him in, and he would be in a different form that was maybe more traditional.
Yes, please.
Or B, I would say that there was another Godzilla that was just a bit more traditional than what we're used to, or than what we see in this movie, I should say. Because I really can't see this Godzilla, despite all the things he can do, I really can't see him fighting other monsters the way Godzilla usually does. There's just too many things wrong with this design, in my opinion, that I don't really get.
He could beat them too easily.
Yeah, I mean that would be unless they said. Because I was thinking about this, and someone said this too, and I started thinking about it. They were like, this is actually nothing new. Godzilla's atomic breath always kind of does a different effect on inanimate objects than it does on organic life forms.
Okay.
So I was like, maybe I could see what they're saying, but I think that they would have to change it a bit. The other option, like an option C, would be to do what they did in the Millennium series, where all these stories don't connect, which I'm not a fan of. I don't like. I didn't like that about the Millennium series. It really got annoying after a while. It was like, oh, everything that you know, forget it. Here's a totally new thing, and after a while, it was like, ugh.
Or 60 years now, I guess.
So
I think they need to stick to do what they did in the Showa series, the Heisei series, and what they're doing in the Legendary series, where, yes, all of this is connected in their separate series, of course, but we have consistent characters throughout each story. I think that's what they have to do, really.
It could be worse. It could be a multiverse of Godzilla. You never know.
Something like that, yeah. I mean, if they were going to connect at the end or something,
So now they're not going to have...
Ultraman.
they're not going to have like King Kong involved in any way with Shin Gojira, right?
I don't think
like,
they can have King Kong involved. I don't think they legally can. No.
But isn't King Kong for public domain that anybody can
I don't think he is anymore.
anymore?
I don't think so. I think WB got the rights to him when they did this whole deal.
With the
Because that
legendary?
was the big tip-off point. When they said, yeah, we're doing Kong Skull Island, it was originally all at Universal. And then, like, a couple of days later, they were like, nope, Warner Brothers has it now. We're doing it through Warner Brothers. So it was like, oh, there you go. And that's when people were like, yeah, they're definitely doing Godzilla and Kong. And then, a couple of days later, they're like, yeah, we're planning Godzilla versus Kong.
So we're still going to have... Yeah,
James. Is it Toho? Don't they still own the rights to Godzilla? Toho?
Yeah, but they're letting Legendary do it for the American movies.
Okay.
Yeah, for like the 2014 and on. Yeah.
So now we're still...
I'm sorry. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
No,
I think there's a delay between you guys. That's why.
Yeah, James.
Okay. I'm just thinking now, they doing all these like iconic monsters and stuff. Like, I want to see some live action cartoons that I used to grow up with, like Battle of the Gotcha Man, G-Force, or something like that. Live action, or Voltron, if they ever make it.
Voltron needs to be made into a live action movie.
Exactly.
They need to do something with that. Yeah.
If they can make Transformers, they can do Voltron.
I mean, are they ever going to bring back Jet Jaguar?
No.
No.
No, I'd be very surprised.
Okay, so let's just... All right, first I want to continue what I was saying. We're still going to have Legendary's Godzilla 2, right?
Right now, yeah.
And then supposedly the third one is Godzilla versus Kong, right?
Yeah.
Okay. And that is not affected because of Shin Gojira. They're happy. Their thing is a success.
They are over the moon. But
our thing is a success. Their thing is a success.
It doesn't matter how it does over here. Because we were originally afraid that this was going to be,
and it wasn't a bomb, right?
This is Japan's, like, the Force Awakens
to
Japan.
Successful Godzilla in history.
Yeah, almost.
This movie, almost. This is so. So you're saying that they're talking about doing a Shin Gojira 2.
That's a rumor right now, yeah.
If they do this,
yeah,
what is the amount of time it needs to be for them to, like, how long did they take to make Shin Gojira now? And if they had to be pressured, would they be able to get Shin Gojira 2 out next year?
I wouldn't go next year, and this is why. Kong's coming out next year, right? Also,
yeah, but would that really interfere with anything?
Well, this is the thing. Their Godzilla animated movie is coming out next year, apparently.
Okay. Well,
so I don't think they're gonna do like 100 things. What I would do if I was them, if I could, if they somehow if they needed a new director, if they can get Anno back, I would shoot for 2019 or 2018, around there, because.
But that's a problem though. Ain't that when like the Justice League?
Wait a minute. When is Kong is coming out? Let me write this down. Kong is coming out in 2007. Godzilla 2 is coming out when?
2019.
2019?
Mm-hmm.
Jesus
it got moved. After Gareth Edwards left, they had to move it.
So now Godzilla versus Kong is not going to happen in 2020, is it?
It is going to happen in 2020. That's what they're shooting for. Yeah, they're saying it's still 2020.
So it's going to be called Godzilla versus Kong, or Kong versus Godzilla?
No, Godzilla versus Kong.
Godzilla versus Kong, okay.
Right now,
and they're not going to call him King Kong.
I don't think they're going to call him King Kong because I think the whole idea is going to be that they're going to have Godzilla be the king of monsters.
Yeah,
everybody knows him as King Kong.
Yeah.
Right, but the movie is called Kong Skull Island. It's not called King Kong Skull Island.
I know.
Yeah.
All right.
So Godzilla's going to be, what, 200 feet tall, and Kong going to be like 150 feet tall?
This is the thing. They're using the Godzilla from 2014. He's 355.
Okay.
Kong in Skull Island, the director said he's 100 feet tall. And they keep saying that he's the largest Kong ever, and that's wrong. That I don't know who's fact checking this, but that's wrong. The largest Kong ever is from King Kong versus Godzilla. He was over 100 feet tall. I don't know what they're doing.
Eye level, right?
Right. This is what I'm thinking. I have a funny feeling that either A, the Kong that we see in Skull Island is not fully grown, or B, he's not the Kong that fights Godzilla.
Could it be something that the organization that created these monsters uses, like, the radiation or whatever, and he becomes bigger?
Well, this is the thing. In these movies, nobody created these monsters. They've
not
always
that they
been
created
around.
it, but not that they created it, but the radiation or bombs or whatever made him bigger.
I have a funny feeling that the point of Kong Skull Island is going to be that there's something on the island that makes animals bigger, because in the trailer, there are not only is Kong huge, there's a giant spider, and the dinosaur bones on the island are, from what I can understand, knowing some stuff about dinosaurs, they look a lot bigger than what they should be.
Okay.
So I think that there's something on the island that's causing the animals to grow larger, and I think that's why they're going. I have a very funny feeling too that John Goodman's character has some idea of what's going on, because in the trailer he says to Samuel L. Jackson, he says, "You think we own this planet? We don't. Monsters have been around for thousands of years." I think he knows about Godzilla. I don't know why, but I have a funny feeling he knows about Godzilla. And I think when he gets to the island, he's going to think that Godzilla is somehow related to this or something, but it's going to be Kong. And I don't know. We know that Kong is not the only Kong that's ever existed in this movie. There are other Kongs that have been on this island. But
they found Skull, right?
Right. There's another skull or skulls. How this one works, I don't know. All I know about this Kong is he looks bigger than 100 feet to me in the trailer.
Right.
He
now,
looks
the Godzilla, just to jump around for a second.
Yeah.
Godzilla animated is coming out when?
Next year, supposedly.
2017.
Yes.
And it's not going to interfere with Kong.
I wouldn't think so.
Okay. So
is it going to be like Japanese anime, or just like regular like standard cartoon movie? Is it going to be like Japanese anime?
It's going to be like I don't know. I don't remember the director's name, but he's a very well-known anime director who he has a certain style with his anime projects, and apparently they look really, really good from what I'm hearing. So he's got several really good animes under his belt. I don't know what they are. I don't remember off the top of my head. But when I read about the director, and I read kind of like I did my research, and I saw what people were saying about him, a lot of people are really excited. Right. So
okay.
So more than likely we have Kong 2017 next year.
Yeah.
We have the Godzilla animated 2017.
Yeah.
Is a possibility Shin Gojira 2, being that nothing's coming out in 2018.
I think that's where it could show up.
That's where it could show up. And then and there's probably some type of legality that they can't have their Godzilla come out the same year as our Godzilla. So I'm pretty sure 2018 it's safe bet for Shin Gojira 2. And then we'll get Godzilla 2 in 2019 and Godzilla versus Kong in 2020. Now, my question is, our Godzilla 2, it's definitely confirmed that we have multiple monsters in it?
When they announced it, they said that they had the rights to Ghidorah, Mothra, and Rodan. And the tweet that Legendary put out was, these three monsters will appear in future Godzilla films.
Okay. So
I don't know where along the line people started saying all three of them are in the next one, but that is apparently what everybody's saying. I don't believe that. I don't think you can, because this is my thing. If you put all three of them in the next movie, either it's going to be a 5.5-hour movie,
Right,
or they're just going to make them monsters that kind of just show up, and I don't want that. Rodan, you can do that. Rodan's easy. But Mothra and Ghidorah they don't need to be magic alien time travel things, but they need to be a little more complex than just they're giant monsters.
right. Now,
You know.
we knew about the Legendary deal for years. And
Yeah.
the way they made it sound was that there's always going to be a Godzilla. That they have it unlimited, like, basically forever. Now, I don't know what that deal entails, but that's what I got, that they're always allowed to make a movie.
They don't.
They don't.
They do not. No.
So when is it, if they're going to be making future Godzilla movies, wouldn't Godzilla vs. Kong be the last one, or no?
Yes. For now. Unless Godzilla 2 and Godzilla vs. Kong somehow do unbelievable numbers, and they do unbelievably well. Toho will probably renew the deal, I guess. I don't know if they have it for anything after Godzilla vs. Kong, but I don't think that they're... Right now, it doesn't sound like they're planning to do anything after Godzilla
But
vs. Kong.
I never thought that they limited it for only 3 movies. I thought it was going to be like 5 movies. I mean,
Well, you got to remember, at the time that they did this, they weren't even planning on doing this.
I know, because the Kong thing was the big deal that we...
No. Like, when they first got the deal, they were going to
Yeah.
do a 40-minute 3D movie.
Yes, that was supposed to be Smog Monster originally.
Yeah, that was right. It was supposed to be with Deathla. That was right before they made this deal. And then when Legendary got a full control of it, they were like, you know what, why don't we just do a big movie?
Right.
And Toho was like, 98. And
Right.
they were like, yeah, but we'll do it better. And they said, okay.
So what is exactly the deal entail? Do we really know?
We don't know for sure. All we know is that Toho this time was like, you better do this right.
Yeah, but the thing is, I don't agree that Godzilla vs. Kong is the last one they're allowed to make. I mean,
I don't think it's the last
have...
one they're allowed to make, but it's the last one they're planning on making right now.
I honestly think that that's not true. I honestly think that they have it. I think they have the rights to make a Godzilla movie till 2025. And if you're really going to knock something out of the park, you'd get the rights to Gamera and have that movie.
Well, I'll tell you what, that's never going to happen. That's
Right.
never going to happen because we're not even getting a Gamera movie now. And then
What happened with that?
Let me explain. Gamera and Godzilla, if they ever fight, is
Right.
going to be a Toho Kawasaki. I don't know who has. I think Kawasaki Pictures. I don't know who has Gamera. If they ever do Godzilla vs. Gamera, it will be a Japanese production. They will never let an American production
All right,
touch
but even
either of those.
all right. So even if Toho gets it, so what?
If Toho
that
gets
would
it,
be-
they'll do it, but they're not going to get it
Why can't they get it?
because the company that has Gamera now is being very stingy with it.
But why don't they just team up if they don't like actually? Oh, because they don't want Gamera to lose. Is that what it is?
Oh no, it's not that. It's just they don't they don't want these two together for some reason.
But everybody does, though.
Everybody does. Yeah, everybody does. But the problem is, you really can't do Shin Gojira versus Gamera, and you can't do the legendary Godzilla versus Gamera. You'd have to
Well,
make a
that's
whole
not-
nother Godzilla.
Well, you could. You need to do like the Godzilla we know. That's just going to be fighting Gamera, not like this mouth opening like this and
Yeah, well,
whatever. I mean, that's
I mean, I'm not gonna say that it's never gonna happen, but if it does happen, it will be like a Toho, whatever company has Gamera, joint production. They won't let an American company touch that. They won't do it.
Why can't we have Mecha Godzilla?
They don't want to do Mechagodzilla
Why?
because
That was great.
he doesn't fit the type of Godzilla movie that they're doing in Legendary.
That was like one of my favorite characters of all time.
I think he'll come back in the Shin series if they continue it, but him in the Legendary series makes little to no sense.
So Ghidorah was always his main villain.
Well, I tell you what. If they do it like Pacific Rim, it should be they should blow it out the park. I mean,
that's another thing too. James just brought up a good point. Pacific Rim is starting to film soon.
And aren't they going to do a crossover?
No.
No.
They want to. Guillermo del Toro said, please, somehow have Godzilla in these movies, but they
won't go for that, though.
No, they won't do it.
I got to tell you, that's exciting. Even though we didn't see Shin Gojira yet, I'm very happy that Godzilla movies are getting greenlit.
Yes.
That we're going to see more Godzilla movies. I want that.
Yes.
And it's exciting times how we had a drought of Godzilla, and now we're having every year something happening with Godzilla. That's very exciting times right now. So I'm excited about that.
I'll tell you what I would love to see from my childhood: Ultraman movie.
That's coming back too.
Oh yes.
Yeah, I'll send you the trailer if I can find it. They're having another series, I think, in Japan.
Now, Ultraman can't fight Godzilla.
No,
Oh well, I mean, he could.
That's separate, or no?
It's separate, yeah. But I mean, they could do it.
Okay. Now, this Godzilla VR game. Are you Godzilla in the VR game?
I don't think so. I think you're a human character, but I know it's based on Shin Gojira, though. I know that.
It is. Oh, okay.
Yeah. And I do want to clarify something too, because in some of the other videos that we did, I think people are getting a misconception of how we feel about it. We're just not fans of this version of Godzilla.
Correct.
Doesn't mean we don't like Godzilla at all. Because I saw people in the comments like, yo, you guys just don't like Godzilla. No.
Yeah, okay.
It's just this version that I'm not a fan of, that Joe's not a fan of. But we are very happy that this movie did unbelievable over there. Because that means that, yes, Godzilla can still do well. And it doesn't matter how long ago this was made.
Yep.
I'm very happy about this movie.
Oh, let me tell you something. If they released Shin Gojira in my theaters, or any number of my theaters by me, like tomorrow, I'd be in the theater and then watching. Okay, I'm not even joking.
Mm-hmm.
I would buy the DVD. I would buy a Blu-ray just to have a Blu-ray copy of it. It's disgusting on a Blu-ray player, but make no mistake, I'm going to see it and I'm going to own it. So. The only Godzilla movie I don't own on DVD is Godzilla 1984, I think they call it now, Return of Godzilla, whatever. That just came out now. It's $6.99. That I went all over the place. They sold out. So now I got to order it on Amazon.
I actually just got my copy in the mail a couple of days ago.
I will have it this week. Just to let you know.
Now, one thing to warn people about that, too, in the DVD, they cut out all of Raymond Burr's parts.
What?
Yeah, because they couldn't put them in the part of the deal was like they couldn't put them in the DVD or something.
But it's in the Blu-ray?
I don't think so.
What?
Because I have the VHS with his parts in it, but I was watching the DVD and I got halfway through and I fell asleep because I watched it late at night, and then just to make sure the DVD was working, and I woke up. And I was like, wait a minute, there's a part missing from this movie. And then I went online and I saw somebody on a Facebook group I'm a part of posted an article that the company that put the DVD out was like, this is why Raymond Burr's parts are not in it. If we didn't agree to it, you guys wouldn't have the DVD or Blu-ray.
But how does that make sense then?
Well, the Japanese version didn't have him in it at all. So I think that they just put that on there and just dubbed it, but I'm not sure.
All right, so let me make this clear. The only DVD version of 1984 before the new release, right, was part of a different collection.
I don't even think it was in the collection.
It wasn't a collection. So the
I
only
don't
way you would
think
have
so.
it was VHS, right?
Yeah, and I don't even think that was an official release because I have the VHS and the cover isn't even like the '84 Godzilla. It's like a different Godzilla. So
And it was
Like
19.
the
It was
70s
called,
Godzilla or something.
but wasn't it called Godzilla 1985?
Wow.
Well,
well, that
Godzilla
was the
Return of
American title. Yeah.
But it came out in '84 and it came out here in '85. Okay.
Yeah, we usually get them a year afterwards, and
Okay.
our version, like Godzilla 2000, it's not really Godzilla 2000. It's supposed to be called Godzilla 1999 Millennium.
Okay. Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So,
Wow.
what about the video games besides VR? We're not going to have a Godzilla PlayStation 4 or Xbox One, whatever.
Well, after that atrocity that they put out last time, I doubt we're ever going to see a Godzilla
so-
video game again.
No, we will. But that's just
I got the old one for regular Xbox back in the day. King of Monsters.
Yeah, those are good.
yeah. What was the best one? Super Godzilla? I'm trying to remember. Super Nintendo?
I liked Godzilla Save the Earth the best, but that was just
Yeah.
me.
That was for
Yeah, because
First
you had
remember.
battle aliens and stuff. You had to battle aliens.
what was that for? Super Nintendo?
PlayStation 2.
PlayStation
That's the
2.
one
Okay.
in regular,
Oh yeah, that was the best one. Yeah,
I liked Unleashed too. I know that people don't really like it. I thought it was okay.
I like that too. Yeah. All right, so what we're gonna do
I like it.
is
Well, you like destroy the city.
the King Kong. Before I go, the King Kong. They used to have King Kong Lives. Remember that?
Mm-hmm.
But oh my god.
Right, I own that. And now they were allowed to do that before. Now they're not allowed to do that, right?
I don't think so.
Okay.
To tell the truth, I don't know. I don't really know, like, the legal issues with Kong or, like, the legal story behind Kong. I just know that WB got it from, like Universal gave it to them to do this movie.
Okay.
And that was really what tipped everybody off to being like, oh, they're going to do Godzilla versus King Kong. And then they were like, yeah, we are, actually.
So what we're going to do now is we're going to end this everything show, which was the 800th anniversary. There you go. Congratulations, 800 everything shows. Woo! And this is also our first live stream. That's awesome too. And unfortunately, it says Topic Wonders 24 on there. I don't know how to do everything yet and even change the title, so I do apologize. It's not Topic Wonders 24. We will have that later on in the week, but we're going to have more everything shows for you. So we have enough material. I want to just keep this Godzilla centric. So, right, Chris? I mean, that makes sense.
Yeah, it makes sense, yeah.
All right, so
Yeah.
thank you, James. Thank you, Chris. We'll
Hey,
be
didn't they make
back.
a sequel to the original to the original King Kong, like Son of King Kong? Something came out like 2 years after the original.
That was like, was it King Kong Lives and all that crap? What was that? That was
That
like,
was separate, I think.
That was
King
separate?
Kong or something, or King
Because
Kong
of-
Junior or something. Yeah.
because like he had a fake heart that wasn't like a real sequel, or that was like,
I don't think that's considered
No,
a
that
real
was-
sequel,
it
no.
was like public domain. I guess they were allowed to make it, right? Or something. I don't
Yeah.
know. We'll talk about that another time. But
Okay.
we'll come back with another everything show. Thank you guys for subscribing. Please like and subscribe. And leave a comment below. Take care. Bye for now.